So this is very quick, it's very easy, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. Hey besties, and welcome back to my channel. So I have had a couple of people request me to do a brow tutorial, or like how I do my brows, how I fill up my brows, and I thought today would be perfect because it's the weekend. I'm not in a hurry to go somewhere, although I am about to go somewhere, and I thought, you know what, let me just quickly do this while I wait for Dizzy to get ready. First up, I want to show you guys exactly what it is that I use. I'm sure you can already tell my brows are very, very light. I've always had like super light brows. They grow thick, like they grow wide, not thick, they grow wide, but they're very light. So they're in all sorts of places. They drive me insane. So I have to shape it, I want to say every 2 weeks, but sometimes I do it every week depending on how quickly my brow grew for that week, which is kind of insane. But the one thing that I use to shape my brows is this Veet, I don't even remember what this thing is called, but it's this Veet little thingy, and it's a shaver, like it's a trimmer, so you can use it to trim your brows, which I go to almost every single week like I explained. It has this little side which is like smaller, so to trim all the other edges in here, and this one which is bigger if you want to do it like quickly and very easy. So if you want me to do a tutorial on how I use this to shape my brows, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be very happy to do that. But today, as I already explained, I'm showing you guys how I fill up my brows. So what you're gonna need is pretty basic stuff. I use this little brush right here to brush my brows and put them in place. And then you're gonna need some sort of eyebrow pencil. I just use this Yardley one in color Woodburn. So it's brown, it's not black. I prefer to use brown eyebrow pencil because black is too harsh and it's too up there. It's like hello over here. So I use the brown one because it goes very well with my skin tone. So you want to pick the one that goes well with your skin tone. And then of course I use the Essence eyebrow brush as well. And then I'm going to be using this Essence eyebrow stylist kit. This is in color number 1, natural brunette. So it's a shade lighter brown as well as dark brown. And then of course a concealer. This is also by Essence, and a little brush. So I'm going to be looking myself in the mirror over here and hopefully not hiding my face. So the first thing that I like to do is to use this little brush to shape my brows in place. And they look so dry right now. Can I just say this is the most difficult thing I've had to do, because I normally do this when I'm standing up and I have my 2 hands free, but anyway. And then I go ahead and I outline the shape of my brows using a brow pencil. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this Yardley eyebrow pencil like I already explained. I always aim for my eyebrows to look similar. They never really look exactly the same. I've never seen anybody with eyebrows looking exactly the same. Even when you have like a stylist or a makeup artist who's doing your eyebrows, they always look similar, not the same. So please bear that in mind. So anyway, when this is done, this crazy situation right here, I go ahead and I fill them in with this Essence eyebrow stylist kit. I just do this, I use the eyebrow pencil to outline because it's so much easier. I tried using this straight away and it took me forever, and I just wasn't really happy with how it turned out. So I use the brow pencil and then I fill it in with the brow stylist kit by Essence. I use the Essence eyebrow brush to just dab a little bit of product into the brush, and then I fill up my eyebrows. The nice thing with this is you don't actually really need all that much product, which I think is fantastic. So you probably dab it in like once or twice and then you're pretty much done. When it comes to the edges, I always try by all means to try and avoid getting in more product because I want it to look as natural as I possibly can. Although even though we both know it's not natural, but I try and get it there as hard as I can. Okay, that's one side done, and then the other side. Alright, and then that's pretty much it. So when I'm done with this, I know it looks so crazy. Oh my gosh, things almost fell over. So what I do is I go ahead and I take my concealer and I go and I clean out the edges just to make sure that everything is like perfect and in place. The nice thing I like about this is that you're free to fix it as and when you're filling in your brows. You don't have to be too hard on yourself, like, oh my gosh, it's not working, or I made a mistake. It's a learning process, to be honest, and every day my eyebrows look different from the way they looked the previous day, and I think to me it's very acceptable because, like I said, there's no way they will look exactly the same every single day. So don't be too hard on yourself, just take it one day at a time, and practice makes perfect. So I'm using this little, I think this is actually an eyeshadow applicator, I don't know, but I use this and I'm gonna be going in with this Essence cream concealer. And this is pretty much it. I do want to say that on the concealer part, just take note, if I'm going to be wearing eyeshadows, what I like to do is I like to make it a little bit more, like I use more product than I did today, because I know for a fact I'm going to be running on with eyeshadows over it. But today I'm not going to be applying any eyeshadows. In fact, what I'm going to be doing right now is just to apply eyeliner as well as mascara, and I'm still debating face powder or not, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to use a whole lot of concealer to make sure that your brows are very well defined, you can go ahead and do that. So anyway, everybody's banging things and Keba's watching a movie and we're about to leave, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. Please let me know in the comment section if you found it helpful, and don't forget, if you want me to show you how I use this Veet thingamajigger, let me know in the comment section down below as well, and then I'll be happy to do that. But for today, I'm gonna go ahead and end it, and I will catch you besties later. Bye besties.